Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Appa just came back from a 2 weeks trip to work and also partially holiday with my family. Coming back, I'm going to make my favorite braised pork leg. Actually, my daughter, my 8-year-old daughter, loves this a lot. This is actually our family comfort food. Appa is still a little bit, Appa hasn't really fully recovered from the trip. So today I'm going to use the easier method, meaning I'm going to use the pressure cooker. All right. Now, so I have about 1.5 kg of pork leg here. Blanch. Yeah, you must blanch the pork leg. If not, the pork leg is going to be very, very gamey. Okay. So how you blanch a pork leg? Very easily. Prepare a pot of cold water. Put in a bit of ginger and rice wine. Then you put the raw pork leg into it. Bring it to a boil. Boil for a few minutes. Take it out. Wash it clearly. Done. By doing so, you'll remove at least 95% of the gaminess from the pork leg itself. Then you can start enjoying your pork leg. Then, how do we make the broth? We have some, this is the ready mix herbal pouch. This is the ready mix herbal tea bags. Yeah, inside got a mixture of a lot of herbs. You can get one of this from any Chinese herbal shop easily. Okay, I have about 2 tablespoons of raw sugar. We're going to caramelize it later. I have some 13 spice powder. If you don't have 13 spice powder, you just use 5 spice powder. Then we have some garlic. I have some black burnt garlic today with me, so I'm using the burnt garlic. You can use normal garlic. Ginger, shallot, coriander roots, and some, this is bay leaf, cinnamon stick, and star anise. I'll be adding in some egg also to make some braised egg for my daughter especially. She loves it. Then how do we make the braised sauce? Of course, you need some salt. My Cooking Appa chicken stock powder, for those who have it. You need a good quality Sautéing wine. You need a dark soy sauce, light soy sauce, and some premium Vietnamese fish sauce. So first of all, we need to saute the fresh herbs, especially, yeah, bring out the aroma. Ginger, shallot, garlic, and fresh coriander roots. Let's saute this until it is fragrant. Probably it will take us less than 2 minutes, yeah? Once you start seeing the shallot started to brown, we can put in the dried herbs, yeah? Cinnamon stick, star anise, and also bay leaf. Give it a few stir. Very aromatic right now with all the fresh and dried herbs. Now we can set this aside. I'm going to give it a little bit more oil here. We're going to use medium heat or medium heat should be okay, to melt and caramelize the sugar. This will probably take about 2-3 minutes. Yeah, keep on pressing and breaking it, and eventually it will become brownie in color. Alright, this is only about maybe 2-3 minutes. Yeah, under medium-low heat. Actually, I turned to low heat already. I saw too much smoke coming out just now because caramelized sugar can be very, very hot. Okay, so you see something like this, yeah, very thick consistency. I'm going to put in the pork leg where we blanched earlier. Be careful, if you have put in water, it will splatter right now actually, okay? So be careful. Let me double check the focus. Right. So now it's your first layer of coating on the caramelized color onto your pork leg. Actually, in China, they use a lot more sugar. I use lesser. Ooh. Right, after that, second layer of color is by dark soy sauce. A lot of people ask me about which dark soy sauce is very good to give the color. Notice the one I used just now, I showed at the beginning. This brand is very good. Now we can raise the heat. I'm raising the heat right now. Alright, giving it some nice browny color. Then this is the garlic ginger just now. Fresh herbs and dry herbs where we already sauteed earlier. This is super fragrant. Let's bring everything nicely together. I'm not using a very big wok today. You can use a bigger one to ease your job, yeah? I think mine is, I don't know, 28 or 30. Maybe 28. Right. Next thing, a small bowl of Sautéing wine. With some water, hot water, just nice to cover everything. And then we are going to give it a few rounds of light soy sauce, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Maybe about 6, 7 tablespoons. And then some premium Vietnamese fish sauce. And then the ready-mix braised herbs powder and the 13 spice powder, about 1 tablespoon. Some of my cooking appa chicken stock powder. Those interested, you can get it from Shopee Malaysia or Shopee Singapore or any Vietnamese restaurant throughout the whole Malaysia. It's made out of 100% natural ingredient, definitely real chicken inside. And let's bring this to a boil before I move it onto the pressure cooker. Right, so once it is started to boil, I'm going to slowly move all this over to the inner pot of the pressure cooker. Right, so you want to make sure everything is nicely submerged under the broth. Yeah, you don't want too much broth when you are using pressure cooker though, because when you pressure cook, the broth will not reduce because it is in a pressurized environment. It's a vacuum environment, so the broth will not become thicker. Therefore, you don't want too much broth. So that's the thing about for you to take note if you are using pressure cooker. If you're using normal pot, the other way around, you actually need to put a little bit more water because it will keep on evaporate. So if you are using a normal pot, you need to cook under normal pot using medium low heat for at least about 2.5 hours, or minimum 2 hours onwards. Yeah, 2 to 2.5 hours. In a normal pressure cooker, I think about about 45 minutes under high pressure. Right, I actually use 15 minutes instead high pressure. So we're going to pressure cook it using high pressure for 15 minutes. Then it should be tender enough. If you want it super tender, pressure cook it for about 1 hour. Then it will be super tender. It may be too tender for some people. You know, it may be melting kind of tender. So I choose around 45 to 50 minutes most of the time. It is tender, but not melting. Yeah. All right. This is after about 1.5 hours. Let me see. Okay. Oh, the pressure is not fully released yet. Let me release the pressure. Okay. Wow. Oh, super fragrant. I wish you all can smell this. Can you all see? Okay. Yep. And the pork skin is now super tender already. See? Toing, toing, toing. Very nice. Exactly what I'm looking for. So it's basically done. If you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook page, you click like and follow button, follow up on Instagram, and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.